Greetings, my movie ghouls. Welcome back to another Halloween countdown. 31 Days of Horror. I'm Nate, the Ultimate Movie Geek, and I'm joined once again by Mrs. Movie Geek. So what's different about you?
No makeup on.
Oh, no makeup. That's it. Scully's back. Hasn't made an appearance since last year. So, tonight we watched 1957's Hammer horror movie, The Curse of Frankenstein, starring Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. And you hated it.
I used to love these when I was a kid. I can remember watching all the Hammer horror stuff with my mum and dad.
Yeah.
They didn't have Sky really when I was a kid. I think we had
Neither did we.
cable.
You had cable?
Yeah, like cable, a little flicker box on the side. Do you remember that?
No, I never had that.
Yeah.
We had 4 channels that then went up to 5.
Well, we had that, and then I think they sacked off cable because they said they couldn't afford it. They were too busy buying fags and beer. So we used to watch a lot of like Hammer horror, anything that was on TV, and I did enjoy them as a kid. I love Carry On. But I don't know if like the streaming service that we used, the internet was really bad.
Last night was terrible.
So we really struggled watching it. So parts of it just looked blurry and like CGI, like almost like people superimposed on a blurred back. It was very strange, hard going anyway. And I just found the film, I think it's just too, I know it sounds bad, it's just too old for me now. That, and I mean, I preferred Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. And
well, the funny thing is, well, 1957, it's only 3 years off Psycho. And there is a difference between the types of films.
But I suppose it's meant to be set historically as well, so that probably adds to it.
What did you think of the story? Because you know the Frankenstein story.
Yeah.
And this I felt was slightly different, and they tried to do something that was different to say what we've seen before or what the story is.
He was in love with his, well, not in love with his maid, he was using his maid, wasn't he, in this one? This woman rocked up and was just his cousin who they'd arranged a marriage between families. But I mean, by this point, Peter Cushing, who is infamous actor, I mean, I wouldn't even like to guess how old he was in this. He looked pretty old, but I think he was meant to be younger.
Yeah, he was.
Because his teacher was with him since he was like 15.
Yeah, and they just
they were there like experimenting
doing
for years.
science.
Yeah, it reminded me of the ride Hex at Alton Towers when they locked up in a basement doing experiments. It was all right in parts, but I did struggle. It wasn't for me, and I do struggle with the older films now. I think we've just come so far. Some of the stories obviously haven't, but the technology has, and I do think the way the streaming service was working made it massively worse for me.
Yeah, we watched a film after it as well, and that was in and out of quality. So maybe we'll have a better night tonight. Well, I enjoyed it. It was a bit hard going. First time I've seen it, but I've got to say they are compelling, especially like Christopher Lee. He's there. He's all made up to look hideously disfigured and everything. He's like, whoa, whoa. I enjoyed that. And I enjoyed the little twist at the end because, alright, spoilers for this if you haven't seen it. It's on Amazon Prime in the UK for free, so you could just go and watch that. The suggestion is because it's all told from Frankenstein's point of view as he's in prison waiting to be executed. And he's talking to, is it a priest? Something like that. And he tells the story of him bringing this person back to life and giving him new hands and a new head and new eyes and all that, and a brain as well that funnily enough gets damaged. And again, that's a twist on the whole thing where I think in the original version, or one of the original versions, is it Igor? Or the character who is like Igor, he
yeah.
drops the brain that they want, so he takes an abnormal brain, and that's why the monster's like he is. But in this one, he has a clever person's brain.
He has a professor's brain that he kills.
Yeah, he kills. He pushes him down. And, look out! Look out! But the glass vial that the brain is in accidentally gets smashed on the side.
It doesn't. He purposely gets smashed by Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
He damages it, doesn't he? Because he didn't want.
No, well, he's fighting over it, and
yeah, but he was trying to damage it.
Yeah,
trying to take it off him.
So you get that. That's why the monster's like he is.
Yeah.
But you also get an ending where
all of the murders are put back onto
Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein, because the monster
falls into a big vat of acid
yeah.
and disappears. Now, from my point of view, the way I was watching it, I was like, did the monster actually exist or not? Because there is no proof of it. Paul keeps it quiet. So did it actually happen, or is Frankenstein just a nutter?
Just crazy.
And we don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have to watch the next Frankenstein film from Hammer Horror because I think there's a load of them.
I think I don't know. I found it hard because as a kid, I remember loving the Hammer Horror films, and I don't know. It was odd, and I like Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. Yeah. It doesn't get any better than that, does it?
It's got to be Dracula in that. We'll have to do one of them, I think, as well. What I found about this as well was it's not gory, but they allude to a lot of stuff. And he's like, you're looking at Peter Cushing, and he's there, he's chopping someone's head off because the head has been decayed it's been attacked by birds, because he gets someone who's been hanged. And just everything that's in the film is so subtle, and it's not in your face gory, but it is quite gruesome.
And even when he disposes of that head, you don't see it all, so it's not graphic, but you sort of see him, and he's got it in a bag, and he's putting it into the acid. Yeah. But as he's lifting it, it looks realistic, like you can tell it's heavy. And it kind of weighs the size of the head. Because you could just tell by the way he was sort of doing it. So it's either very well acted or they'd weighted it. And so there was bits of it that were like, ooh.
And it's like, in that scene as well, just to show how callous Frankenstein is at that point, he's just casually cutting this guy's head off to put it in the acid. Paul's behind him going, oh. But then he just goes and rubs a load of blood on his top.
And then they go, and he goes, I'm hungry, should we go?
Yeah, should we go get some food?
Well, yeah, he's very detached, isn't he?
Yeah, it's I really enjoyed it. How many pumpkins would you give?
I would only give this 4.
4?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I just didn't enjoy it.
I'm gonna go for your 7. Your usual 7 pumpkins from my pumpkin patch. I enjoyed it. It's dated, but the calibre of the acting and all that sort of stuff, and just everything that's put in the film, the set design and all that sort of stuff, and it works well. It works well as a little throwback to the old horror films.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Not one of my favourites.
What are we going to watch tonight? Or not tonight. What are we going to watch tomorrow?
No idea.
Me neither. We'll find out. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. And we will see you tomorrow night for another Halloween countdown. See you later.